My 7th birthday was a party at Warhouse. 14 kids from my class. We had charades and cheese scones and jelly, and this bloke come to cut off the gas. Now my dad, like you know, was corned beef in one lug. Cut the grass is what he thought he'd said. It was Bob a job week, Dad being generous, like, says, "Alright, bunny lad, go ahead." He'd this long mac, smelt of stagnant old floor cloths, didn't look now like a scout. Knee short pants, knee berry, knee badgers, knee woggle, knee nout. He went into the cupboard under the stairs. My dad looks and
It's only
says,
been the last few years where I've actually like getting a bit of this carry on. I mean, honestly, when I was like 19, 20, if I showed you photos, you'd just be like, well, you know, I'm like stick thin, tiny. I look like a bear.
Hello, Inch. How are you? How are you? Very well, and yourself? No, but middling. I don't like this cold weather.
Erwin Bealby speaks a much older and stronger Yorkshire variety of English.
What you brought me this morning? You seem to have a fairish load of stuff. Yeah, well, there's a variety in there. But this feels like a beak. Aye, well, I'll let you up me and see, shan't I? Anyhow, I'm middling a walk to the Irish, so I'll let you get on. See ya. It's very difficult talking folks' dialect because they don't know what you're talking about.
Dust sheets. There it is, Billy. Yorkshire Marine Blue. We've got to paint that? Yes. Won't take us long once you get going. I thought it was a little fishing boat. Ah, well, just goes to show how well Captain Pilbury's done for himself. I'd no idea you knew such important people. Well, I haven't...
Does he like to go to pub?
Yeah, and it was good to park was.
Does he like to go to park?
Was. Cause I like a swing on it.
Is Daddy good on swings?
Oh yeah, and I'll go higher.
Do you go higher than Daddy?
Yeah, and I go right really high, and he pushed me all the time.
Really? Pushes you?
Yeah,
Oh.
all the time.
Does Daddy like swimming?
Oh no.
No.
He don't like jumping though. He just likes paddling and sea.
Does he?
There. And he likes jumping. And it's lovely up there.
Where?
Can't remember now.
Blackpool?
Yeah.
Or Skeg Vegas?
No, Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Did you went there?
No, I didn't go, no. Did Daddy buy you any sweeties at Blackpool?
They haven't got any sweeties at Blackpool.
And there not any?
No, it's alright, but...
Did you not mind?
It's alright, I wasn't hungry there, I just have a sandwich of mine and I eat it all.
What was sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
And cheese. Did Mummy make it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like Daddy's car?
Yeah.
Brum brum car? Yeah.
Yeah. He has a top. You know when he was a baby, he used to play with that brum brum car and it was right good. And now just quite a big...
Hello, I'm Jamie Lomas, Warren Fox, and I'm outside in the freezing cold, outside the dog, just about to do an interview.
It's not long. It's only long if you make it long. You know what I mean?
It's been a year.
It's about a year, but it's only long if you're not having fun. Then it can be very long. I like to have a lot of fun, so it goes very quick for me. You know what I mean?
And you'd love to be on stage.
Love to be on stage. Love to be off stage. I love everything about it, so it goes very quick for me.
You certainly don't sing, you don't play, you don't record albums for the other people. You record for yourself. That's what you always say.
Without a doubt, yeah.
But it's good to have some acknowledgement.
It's nice for people to dig what you're digging. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, if people didn't like our record, it wouldn't stop me from liking it. You know what I mean? So if they, you know what I mean? We'd still go out and play it. You know what I mean? Because we believe in it.
We're not the kind of band that does kind of radical.
Yeah.
But it's good to have some acknowledgement.
It's nice for people to dig what you're digging. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, if people didn't like our record, it wouldn't stop me from liking it. You know what I mean? So if they, you know what I mean? We'd still go out and play it. You know what I mean? Because we believe in it.
We're not the kind of band that does kind of radical changes in musical styles. We're not we like what we do, you know what I mean? We like what we sound like. You know, it's difficult for me to perceive how the band is received in Brazil, for instance. I only go to Brazil to do gigs, and I do a gig and then I leave. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really look at fans' websites and any of that. So I'm not sure. For my own part,
Worms aren't the only big builders in these parts. The people have grand designs too. Navigating these waters by boat can be fraught with dangers. To sail from the west coast to the east coast means braving the storm-battered northern coastline of Scotland, a treacherous stretch of water barring the passage to the North Sea. So what if there were a shortcut for ships, right through the centre of Scotland?
When you travel down south and you tell people you're from Glasgow, they get quite excited. They go, Glasgow, yeah, it's really quite rough, isn't it? Really violent, yeah. You kind of get proud. And you go, oh, aye, oh, aye. Yeah, a lot of tough guys. Oh, aye, a lot of tough guys. Yeah. Then they visit the place and they're a bit disappointed. No, we're trying to get away from this.
Well, initially when I first come out of Big Brother, lots of people were asking, oh, you're going to write a book? You're going to write a book? And I didn't feel as if I had enough stuff to talk about then. And now it's coming up to, nearly 10 years since the very first Big Brother. I thought now's appropriate time. I've worked on, over 800 different TV shows and had a wonderful experience of all different things. I thought this would be the right time to actually write it now.
It's quite unusual that you did it that way around, because a lot of people, as soon as they came out of Big Brother or another reality show, like, I mean, even Chantel, who was on the Celebrity Edition, she wrote a book straight away.
I know. But surely, they mustn't have experienced that much, although I did experience a lot before I went into the house, but that was a different type of world, that I was in. Now I've experienced...
Yeah, of course, obviously I was aware of that before the game, and a lot of me milestone goals have come against Arsenal. My first ever goal for Everton, first Premier League goal for Man United, 100th Premier League goal for United, and now 150 again against Arsenal. So it's obviously a great feeling, but I think the performance today was incredible, and we fully deserved the result we got, I thought.
The 2 free kicks looked well rehearsed. Have you been working on those?
Yeah, we have. Obviously got a lot of good free kick takes at the club, and with Ashley Young coming in and Nanny, we've been working on it quite a lot, and thankfully that's paid off today.
Arsenal were well short of numbers. Was it a case of sense in blood when you saw their team sheet today?
They're a typical category, and until somebody breaks that category, then sport, or life in general I suppose, can't really evolve, because it's okay to be a movie star, a pop star, a politician, a policeman, a fireman, journalism. You can be, it's quite accepted, because every one of them trades have been broken. The stereotype of them have been broken, and people...
I'm in the deepest depths of the darkest, coldest winter. There was a place by the name of Hollyoaks Village. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and after the festive crowds filled with merriment and make-believe had returned to their cosy little homes, an eerie silence fell upon the glistening streets of Chester. For amongst the Yuletide cheer, there was a man with a soul darker than a moonless night. A man so evil that even St. Nick himself could see no good in him, and would not be gracing his chimney top on that beckoning midnight hour. With a tumbler of scotch and a face filled with thunder, this murderous miser could feel no festive glow. He could feel no warmth nor generosity. Heck, he could barely feel a thing at all. But what he did feel was a burning sense of hatred. His bitterness consumed him, so strong it could turn the kindest man to do such terrible, terrible things. Now as the harsh winter winds picked up and old St. Nick struggled with his hefty sleigh and 8 excitable reindeer, the children of Chester slept soundly. But a force of evil was stirring. The murderous miser grew tired of mulling his thoughts and decided that now, the is the time to exact his cold-blooded revenge. Now I could tell you how that story ends. But where'd be the fun in that? You'll see it all this Christmas on Hollyoaks. Have yourselves a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Christine Blakely and this is my new workout DVD. It's a mix of brand new techniques for toning up, slimming down and getting fit with fantastic routines that you really enjoy and music which is great to work out to. Here's a quick look at what you can expect. Welcome to our fitness programme. I say our because this entire thing has been inspired by my little sister Nicola, and I'll let her explain.
What shall we do with a hungry sailor? We bring back fish with never failure.
Been through rain and been through hail.
Yeah.
Wish I bought my wellies.
Britain's favourite, love the flavour. Cooks real quick, saves time for later. Got it as a picture on my screensaver.
That's how much he likes it. Golden, bubbly batter, tasty fish is what I want upon my platter.
Chip shop cod from Young's.
Could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him, she was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he'd finished work one night, he loaded up the cart. He said you wanted pasteurised, 'cause pasteurised is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it very near turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night. He knew once she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's horse and cart outside her door. He drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, hot blood through his veins did course, and he went across to Ernie's cart and he didn't half kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yoghurt sent it spinning from his hand. Then Susie ran between them and tried to keep them apart, and Ernie pushed her aside and a rock cake caught him under his heart. And he looked up in pained surprise, and the concrete hardened crust of a stale pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Ernie was only 52, he didn't want to die. But now he's gone to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where the customers are angels and ferocious dogs are banned, and a milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairy land. But a woman's needs are manifold, and Sue, she married Ted. But strange things happened on their wedding night as they lay in their bed. Was that the trees a-rustling, or the hinges of the gate? Or Ernie's ghostly gold tops a-rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie! Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West!
Confidence is a preference for the habitual voyeur of what is known as. A morning suit can be avoided if you take a route straight through what is known as. John's got brewer's fruit, he gets intimidated by the dirty pigeons. They love a bit of him. Who's that gut lord marching? You should cut down on your pork life, mate. Get some exercise. Oh, the
Me and me mum and me dad and me gran went off to Waterloo. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran and a bucket of Vindaloo.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. I've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. If it's your chance to be, we should see some harder days. Empty larder days, white grouse. Always a chance we'll meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of us.
Handmade in Italy, hand stolen in Stepney. It's as long as my arm. I wish it was as long as something else. Don't treat the wife, treat somebody else's wife. It's a lot more fun if you don't get caught.
What else do I get with it?
You get a gold-plated Rolls Royce, as long as you pay for it.
Oi! Keep your fingers out of my soup.
It's a deal. It's a steal. It's sale of the fucking century. In fact, fuck it, Nick, I think I'll keep it.
It's a ton.
Jesus Christ, you could choke a dozen donkeys on that.
He's a fucking liability.
Spanking. Cheer fucking. Mind your language in front of the boy.
Jesus Christ!
That includes blasphemy as well.
We grow copious amounts of ganja, yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, John. You always walk around with that in your pocket.
Oi! You use language like that again, son. You wish you hadn't.
Shotguns.